Hi students, this is your instructor Shauni. I wanted to make this quick video tutorial here to show you how to navigate the class web page, and especially to show you how to submit your labs and other assignments, since I've received several submitted to my email, and that's not the proper way to turn in assignments. Nothing will be sent to my email. Everything is submitted directly through Blackboard. So the first thing that I want you to be familiar with in our Blackboard course page is the announcements area, and your course page should automatically open up in announcements, but if it doesn't, then you can just click on the announcements tab on the left side and make sure that you're always checking in to Blackboard and looking for any new announcements, and that you scroll down and make sure that you did not miss any previously posted announcements. They're usually in order by the date that they were posted. Next, and hopefully you've already done this, is to go to the Documents and Info area and to have read all of the documents and info that are posted here. So since we're already almost 1 week into the class, hopefully you have looked at the calendar, the syllabus, the course agreement, and the welcome letter. I do recommend printing out the calendar and keeping it near your computer so you can keep track of your due dates. Going back, there's info on field trips here, so make sure that you read through those and pick a field trip that you're going to go on. There's also info on extra credit here. Reading assignment info. This just gives you a guideline of the exams in the course and which chapters they will cover in the textbook, and also the longer reading or writing assignments that you'll read an article and write up a summary or answer some questions on the article. That info is posted here, but you can also find more detailed information in the week of the assignment itself, when the assignment's due, and we'll look at that in just a minute over in the weekly units. This is a video that shows you the lab kit and the supplies that should come with the lab kit, and there's also a list here that shows you some of the grocery supplies, lab kit supplies you'll need to purchase in addition to what comes in the actual lab kit. Here's info on how to use the answer sheets. I will show this info in the tutorial though, and basically how to open them, write in them, save them, and then resubmit them. And this is more info on submitting assignments, and again I will show this quickly in the tutorial. Saving files, I'm pretty much going to also address that info, but if your computer isn't set up properly, there is some info on how to set it up so that your computer will ask you whether you want to open or save the files. There's some info under this folder about some of the common computer problems, browser problems, pop-up blockers, things like that. So if you're running into any of those types of problems, take a look there. And then these are just tips for success. Okay, discussion board. Again, since we're already into the course a little bit here, hopefully you're already familiar with the discussion board. You did your check-in here. I'm going to make that go away down to the bottom of the page because we won't really be using it anymore. But you've got your help forums here, general help and lab help. So, anytime you have a question, of course you're always welcome to email me, but if it's a general question or a question about the labs, it's a good idea to post it here because other students may have the same exact question, and that way they can see the question and answer here instead of me receiving 10 or 20 emails all on the same topic. Kind of helps me out if you post those types of questions here under the discussion board. Chat with classmates, feel free to start up a conversation here. For example, in Lab 1, it asks you for partners' measurements. If you don't have somebody at home that you could take their arm measurement, you guys could get together on this discussion board and basically share that type of information with each other, collaborate with each other, ask questions of each other, and so on. And then after that, you've got your discussions that you will complete here. They are linked through the weekly units, so you can either access them directly here in the discussion board, or you can click on the link in the weekly units and it will bring you over here to complete your discussion. So on to the weekly units. The weekly units is where you will find all of the coursework in this class, and so you just need to always be following the calendar and paying attention to the dates that are posted here to know, which week you need to be clicking on and need to be submitting work for. So obviously we are in week 1 right now. So you click on week 1 and you find I post a little comic or picture or just something of interest that goes along with the week, and then you'll find the learning objectives, various supplementary materials here that are not required but are there just to help you with the subject of the week. Then you've got info here on what chapters you should be reading to prepare for the exam for the week and the due date of the exam, but there's nothing to click on here. Okay, notice that it does not give me capabilities to click on it. The ones that are underlined with their name, those, and you see when you get your mouse over it, it shows a little hand. Those are ones that when you click on it, it opens up. Most students have already submitted their course agreement, but like I said, I noticed a few students had sent it to my email rather than submitting it over here, so I wanted to show you how to do that. So anytime it's an actual assignment, it will have this symbol, it will have the name underlined, and it will give you the hand. That means you can click on it. So I'm going to click on it, and then it'll open it up here, and you can open the document that goes along with it. And so notice how it asks me if I want to open the file or save the file. You should always choose to save any files that you're going to be typing into, especially like the lab answer sheets. You need to save them so that you can type into them and save it on your computer. So I'm going to, and you can tell it to do that automatically if you want, so it doesn't have to ask you every time. Okay. So here is the course agreement. So then I would, type, I'm just going to put I agree and type my name, right, and complete it properly. Okay, and then I'm going to save it, and I'm going to save it onto my desktop because that's an easier place to find it, and it's still as a rich text, RTF, and so that is a perfect format for submitting, or .doc or .docx are all fine. PDF is also fine too. Okay, so now I can close it and close this. And now I'm back here. You do not have to type anything in the submission area, but some students just say, oh, here's my assignment, or if it's late, they say, oh, sorry, this is late, but you don't have to type anything there, or in the comments either. So now you're going to attach the document by clicking Browse My Computer, and I had put it on the desktop, so then I'm going to find it right here on the desktop, and I'm going to submit it. And it shows it there. There's the attached file. And it says I submitted it late. Oh, for shame. So, then that's it. Okay, and you do the same thing with anything that you're turning in, the labs, and also your writing assignments will be in that type of format. So we can look at a lab, the first lab, real quickly. So again, click on the title of the lab. Then this one's a little bit different. There's actually a video here that you can watch if your computer will let you open it. We won't have videos for all the labs because we're actually working on fixing them, putting subtitles on them, making them smaller files. So in the future we will have videos, but I don't think they will be done this semester. So you need the instructions. That's a PDF. So you would open that one to follow along, and then the answer sheets will always be RTF to allow you to write on them and save them. So again, you always want to save it on your computer and then open it, and then you can type in it, and then you can, save that file. And I always do desktop. And then when you've completed it, again, you just do browse my computer, you go find that file and submit it. Okay, so that's how all of your labs will be submitted. Discussions are a little bit different. It's more like composing an email. So like I said, you could access it in the discussion board itself, or you can access it here, which takes you right over here to the discussion forum. You do create thread. You put a subject here like discussion 1, and you type. But notice the questions aren't here, so you need to make sure that you have read the questions and figured out what you're going to answer kind of before you come here. You can, I'm going to get out of here and go back to the weekly units. You can type your discussion answer up in Word document first, and then cut and paste it into that discussion submission box if you want. Sometimes the formatting gets messed up when you do that though, but I do want your response in the discussion box, not put it as an attachment. Okay, because if you put it as an attachment, other people will not want to open the attachment to read it, so you won't get as many people reading your response and responding back to you. The exams, when you click on them, then it takes you directly, once you hit begin, into the exam, and you take the exam and you click submit. So if I find that we're having any problems with the exams, we can revisit. I can make another tutorial. I'm just about out of time. Well, I've got about another minute with this free software to make this screencast little video here. I get 15 minutes for free, so I've almost used up my 15 minutes. But I hope this has helped and made it a little clearer that weekly units is where you will always go to complete your work. You will click on the week that you're wanting to complete the work for, and then you will click on that assignment title, and you will save the answer sheet to your computer. You will fill it out, save it again, and then attach it when you're ready to turn it in here. Okay, but if you're still not clear, please feel free to contact me with any questions you may have, and I will be happy to help you and hopefully make it more clear so that you can successfully complete this class. Okay, I have to sign off now as I'm running out of time. Thanks. Bye.